Welcome to the Ancient Files, your home for the parts of history they try to hide from us. Today, we're diving deep into the heart of the Aztec Empire to count down the top 10 craziest Aztec facts that prove that this civilization was way ahead of its time. From floating farms and sacrifices to priests who literally hacked time with Venus, these facts will change everything you thought you knew about the Aztecs. Hit like and subscribe so you never miss an episode. And without further ado, let's get started. At number 10, we have the Prophecy of Quetzalcoatl. Long before his downfall, Emperor Moctezuma II and his people lived in constant awe of their feathered serpent god, Quetzalcoatl. Priests climbed the temple steps at dawn, beating drums and chanting prayers as they carried jade-inlaid idols through the stony corridors. Word spread that one day, a pale stranger would return on the waves, a prophecy etched in every codex and carved into every serpent relief. When distant sails first appeared on the horizon, fear and reverence gripped the city. Even Moctezuma hesitated, torn between worship and warfare, convinced he might be welcoming a god rather than an invader. At ninth place sits the Aztec Island Metropolis. At the heart of Lake Texcoco rose a city, unlike anything the old world had ever seen. Wooden stakes driven into the lakebed held layers of sand and reeds, creating floating causeways and canals that connected palaces, temples, and bustling markets. Canoes glided beneath stone aqueducts while merchants traded vibrant textiles and fresh fish straight from the water. By lantern light, families paddled home under a web of illuminated walkways, and towering pyramids cast long shadows across the mirrored surface. Tenochtitlan was an engineering marvel that supported hundreds of thousands of lives on water. Now at number 8, the Chinampa Superfarms. To feed that massive population, the Aztecs invented chinampas, small rectangular plots of rich volcanic soil piled atop rafts of woven reeds. Farmers knee-deep in the lake pressed maize, beans, and squash into the fertile mud while fish swam beneath, fertilizing the roots as they passed. Each chinampa produced 2 to 3 harvests a year, creating a verdant patchwork that stretched to the horizon. Women harvested chili peppers at dawn, and children delivered clay pots of water along narrow mud paths. Floating gardens became the backbone of an empire. At number 7, school for little kids. Education in the Aztec world began at age 5, when every child joined the state school system. Dressed in the tiny feathered headdresses and jade jewelry, boys and girls learned poetry, history, and law under attentive priests. They traced glyphs in damp sand, lined up cocoa beans to master math, and memorized epic poems by heart. Drill exercises with wooden spears prepared them for future service, while ceremonial dances around stone altars honed coordination and community spirit. By midday, these mini-emperors could read, write, fight, and chant like full-grown nobles. Number 6, sky-high calendars. Astronomy wasn't just for the elite. It was a lifeline. Every morning atop the Grand Pyramid, priests tilted polished obsidian mirrors into the sky, waiting for Venus's first flash of light. As soon as the star appeared, they raced to chisel its position into massive stone tablets. Back in the dim scribal rooms, codex builders inked matching glyphs onto bark paper scrolls. Sunset brought a second observation, confirming the planet's nightly return. With gnomons, rods, and rotating obsidian discs, Aztec astronomers tracked Venus so precisely, their calendar drifted by only minutes over centuries. At number 5, we count cacao cash. In the crowded markets of Tenochtitlan, shiny cocoa beans clinked in wooden scales where silver coins might have clattered elsewhere. Merchants exchanged beans for tortillas, paid taxes in cacao, and even ransomed prisoners with the precious kernels. At the palace gates, guards counted beans into clay receptacles for tribute collectors. Children dashed off with pouches of cocoa to buy sweet treats. Moctezuma himself sat before towering baskets of beans, treating them as wealth equal to gold. By the way, if you find these interesting, drop a like and subscribe so you can never miss a video. It helps the channel grow and helps us deliver the most important thing, the truth. At number 4, we have the Surgical Obsidian. Medicine in the Aztec capital reached astonishing heights, with surgical tools made from volcanic glass. Obsidian scalpels, sharper than modern steel, carved precise incisions in clay practice models and living flesh alike. Apprentices ground shards on stone wheels while master surgeons performed bone setting and bloodletting on grass mats. Ceremonial waters sterilized every blade before use, and herbal salves soothed wounds afterward. These ancient operating rooms saw survival rates that astonished European doctors. 2. Reigns, the Chocolate Emperor. Moctezuma II's day officially began with the ceremonial chalice of spicy, frothy cacao. Servants refilled his goblet up to 50 times, blending chili, flowers, and honey into every cup. Courtiers whispered at the emperor's endless appetite for chocolate, while Spanish visitors recoiled at his daily chocolate spree. Far from a simple luxury, cacao fueled meetings, battles, and diplomatic ceremonies alike, cementing its status as the empire's liquid gold. And now, at number 1, we have the most insane sacrifice scale you can imagine. Nothing captures Aztec devotion like the dedication of the Templo Mayor in 1487, when Spanish chroniclers claimed up to 20,000 souls were offered in a single week. Priests in Quetzal-feathered cloaks circled the summit, chanting as victims knelt before obsidian blades. Drumbeats echoed across the city as hearts were lifted skyward in a massive ritual to secure rain and cosmic balance. Below, the populace watched in solemn awe, believing every sacrifice ensured the empire's survival. Thanks for watching the video and journeying through these facts with us. We appreciate it. Which revelation blew your mind? Drop your thoughts in the comments, like if you learned something new, and subscribe for more incredible stories from the ancient world. Stay curious. See you soon.